Welcome back to Fast RC, buddy. My name is Ryan. Today's episode of RC Weekly, we have updates on the Traxxas and a potential new Bigfoot. Plus, we have updates on the Losi NASCAR, and of course, we have the hottest sales in RC. So stick around. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alright, and first up today, we're going to start with Traxxas, and it looks like we might be getting a 50th anniversary edition of the Bigfoot 4x4. So over the weekend, we had some images leak out on Facebook from the Bigfoot open house in Pacific, Missouri, and it looks like Traxxas has a 50th anniversary edition that they were putting on display there, hence some of the pictures. Now, this thing hasn't been officially released or officially announced yet, but the evidence that I've been gathering over the weekend, as far as like the images and some of the stuff that's come out on Reddit, it looks pretty convincing to me. I think this is real. I still stand behind thinking this is real. Now, the price hasn't been officially announced. I've had some people comment on my last video over the weekend saying price is coming in at $399.95 or $400 roughly. My official guess is about $400. It could be higher. It might be like $429.99 or something like that. I do know this vehicle is going to come, or at least from the picture of the box, looks like it's going to come with a battery and charger, so that might raise the price a little bit. I'm still sticking $399.95. That's my guess. All right, what do you as far as like your pricing, and what do you guys think? What do you think about the Bigfoot? What do you think the pricing is going to come in at? Let me know in the comments, and let's go ahead and get to the next update. All right, and sticking with Traxxas, the Traxxas UDR has some new liveries, the rigid and the fox body edition. We've got this nice bright green color and bright orange color liveries now, and it looks like those are actually for sale on the Traxxas website. So I know I talked about those a few weeks ago, but now you can actually go and buy those. So on to the next update. All right, next up from Losi, we have the Losi NASCAR update. So it looks like they released 2 more liveries over the weekend. They're going to be number 5 Kyle Larson and number 24 Will Byron. Nice to see 2 of the liveries, so I think that makes 5 of 7 by my count, and it looks like the last 2 liveries will probably get released over this next week, which is going to be good to see. Of course, if you're interested in that, stick around. I'll make sure you guys know about it as they come out. Also too, looks like they're going to be supporting this NASCAR platform with lots more parts from Proline. Looks like we're getting some vintage bodies from Proline, so if you want to take this thing and go old school, you can get the old school Ford Thunderbird or the Chevy Lumina or the Chevy Monte Carlo vintage bodies if you're into that. I, for one, am partial to the Lumina and the mellow yellow livery that they got on it. As a kid, I watched the crap out of Days of Thunder, so I had like a Hot Wheels version of that car, so I'm definitely into that one. Also, too, if you're looking to go old school, they got the vintage style NASCAR wheels, which, you know, a little bit smaller diameter, along with the Goodyear Eagle vintage tires to go with it. That will also fit your Truck Series bodies. And speaking of Truck Series, they're also releasing the NASCAR Truck Series bodies for this NASCAR platform. So lots of nice or really cool stuff to look at there. Also too, they're going to have some wet weather and dirt tires that you can put onto your NASCAR wheels. So if you're looking to go a little bit off-road with your NASCAR, you can do that as well. But overall, those are all the updates for NASCAR. I, for one, am just really happy to see that they're supporting this platform. They're bringing lots of new parts from Proline. I think it's going to be a hit. So that's all I got for NASCAR. Let's go ahead and get to the next. All right, we got a quick update here from HPI. So it looks like they have the Sport 3 Flex. It's the Ford Mustang Mach E, but a special SEMA edition livery on it. So looks like it's going to be a limited edition. Thought it looked really cool in the picture and thought I'd mention it to you guys. Let's go ahead and get to the next update. And this next update is from FTX. So I'm not too familiar with FTX, but I saw this Grand Apache that they just released. It's a 1/7 scale desert Mojave type vehicle. Pretty slick looking. I love the color scheme on it. At that size, 1/7, it's got an 8S motor system inside of it, so I bet this thing has tons of power. This is one of those like updates on my channel where it's just like I don't know much about FTX, the brand itself, but I thought the car looked really cool and I thought it was worth mentioning on the channel. Go ahead and check it out. As far as price, I think this thing is coming in around like $700 to $750, so it is a little bit expensive, but take a look at the detail. Like, gosh, the thing looks pretty nice for what it is. But let's go ahead and move on to the next. All right, and last couple updates here. First one from Proline. Looks like they have a new body for the 22X from TLR. That's the Sector lightweight clear body. So if you're in the race buggy scene, got another option there. And then there's one body from J Concepts, the F2 for the Schumacher Cougar LD3 buggy. A couple buggy bodies here in the race scene, might want to check those out. So that's all I got for updates. Let's go ahead and get to current sales. All right, let's save some cash. So first up, we're going to talk about the sale from Horizon Hobbies for Father's Day. So it's the Father's Day sale. It's going to end on June 15th. You can find this on Horizon Hobbies or A Main Hobbies, whichever floats your boat. But some key vehicles that we're going to highlight for this sale. So just kind of like last week, the same vehicles are on sale. So let's run through those. We have the Losi Promoto MX RTR. This is the version that comes with the battery and charger. Pretty good deal. It's the lowest price we've seen in at least the last 90 days, according to my dashboard, at $499.99. Next vehicle, we got a couple of mini monster trucks, the mini LMTs, the Gravedigger and the Megalodon, both coming in at $219.99, which is the lowest price, like I said, in the last 90 days on my dashboard. So definitely a good deal there. Next up, we have another, also forgot the Son of a Digger, that's also on sale. Sticking with the monster truck vibe, we have the Arma Gorgon, which is one of my personal favorites. Love that vehicle. $169.99 for the version that comes with the battery and charger combo. That is definitely the lowest price we've seen in the last like 6 months. And actually that $169.99, that's the actual introduction price when it was first released in 2023. So it's actually come all the way back down. So if you take a look at my dashboard, I'll make sure I have it up on the screen for you. That's a great chance to get into the Gorgon platform if you're looking at that, and I highly recommend it. Okay, enough about the Gorgon. I love that truck. A couple other vehicles. We have the Axial SEX24 Jeep Gladiator JT on sale for $99. Not bad, $50 off. And then another SEX24, the Lexus GX470, that is $119.99. So pretty good sales there. Like I said, these sales end on Father's Day, June 15th. If you want to check those out, let's go ahead and get to the next sale. All right, the next sale we're going to talk about is from Red Cat. They still have their Super Spring Savings Sale going on, and it looks like this one is going to also end on June 15th. And they got some pretty good vehicles on there, so let's go ahead and run through those real quick. First up, they have the Red Cat Custom Hauler, which is on sale for $399.99. Behind that, they got the Gen 9 International Harvester Scout, which is $289.99. Got a couple of monster truck truggies. So they got the Valkyrie Truggy Edition, $259.99, and then they got the Valkyrie Monster Truck Edition, $259.99. If you're looking to get into the drift scene, they got the RDS Drift Car, which is the RTR Edition, at $199.99. And then if you're looking to get the Builder's Kit, that is like over 50% off at $99.99. That's a pretty tempting deal if you're looking to get into drift with Red Cat. And then after that, they have a custom trailer, which is on sale for $129.99. And then they have the MT18, so it's the 18th scale monster truck, on sale for $129.99. So not bad. Some pretty good deals in there if you're looking to, especially if you're looking to get in the drift. Go ahead and check those out. You can find them at redcatracing.com. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sale. All right, last but not least, we have the Traxxas Super Spring Sale that I've been talking about for the last 12 weeks. It is still going on. If you're looking to buy a BL2S vehicle from Traxxas, you can get a free battery and charger included with that vehicle. So I think that applies to like any of the BL2S vehicles. Go ahead and check it out on the Traxxas website. You can also find that at amainhobbies.com. Also, too, if you're looking to get a discount on the monster truck, the TRX4M monster truck editions, if you buy two, you get $100 off. So pretty good sale there if you're looking to get a monster truck. But that's all I got from Traxxas. Let's go ahead and move on to the scratch and dent section. All right, welcome to my favorite section, the scratch and dents. So let's go ahead and dive in. So first of all, if you're not familiar with what scratch and dent is, these are scratch and dent models that are at amainhobbies.com. So anything that I talk about here in the next like couple minutes, you can find these at Amain Hobbies. Generally, these are vehicles that were like returned or open box or like have some damage to the box. Just depends. Once you open up the vehicle on the Amain Hobbies page, it'll tell you the status of the product and what happened to it. But a lot of times what we find, and more often than not, these are pretty good deals. So let's go ahead and check them out. I have a big list to check out. If you're interested in checking out this list that I have, you can find it at fastrc.net. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So starting off, we have the Red Cat Custom Hauler, which is 11% off at $444.99. That was a tongue twister. Okay, and then next up we have a couple of Red Cat couple of Arma Big Rock 6Xs, which have gone down in price recently. They're just under 11% off at $641.99. Those are actually discontinued now, so it might be your last chance to get one for a while at least. And we got the Arma Limitless, which is second week on the list at $421.99. That's about just over 10% off. We have the Team Associated RC10 Brian Kinwald edition. I just talked about this a few weeks ago. This is actually pretty new. Scratch and net for $426.99, 7% off. Then we have Arma Felony 6S BLX. That's coming in at $657.99, 6% off. We have a Traxxas TRX6. Used to have one of those. Great truck. Coming in at $610.99. It's about 6% off. That's a pretty good deal for what that is. I'm with that one. Continuing with Traxxas, we have Drag Slash, which is on sale for $375.99, just under 6% off. Team Associated DR10, so this is a drag race car. This thing was like crazy expensive, and it's still expensive, $489.99. I don't know what's up with that. Dent. That's all I got for Scratch Dent, guys. I hope you got something out of this vehicle, or something out of this video, not this vehicle. Sorry, man. Today has been nothing but bloopers, like left and right. I've been like misspeaking. I've had to do like 3 takes. Excuse my rant. Like 3 takes on the Losi segment. I had to do 2 takes on the Bigfoot segment because I kept getting the city in Missouri wrong. Just take after take. It's just one of those days. I just like constant 3 takes. But I hope you guys got something out of the video. Enough of my ranting. Let me know what you guys think of anything I talked about in the update sections, the Bigfoot, the Losi NASCARs. I think there's a lot of great stuff in RC happening right now. Lots of exciting new things. Let me know what you guys think. If you could, go ahead and like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and see you on the next edition of RC Weekly. Take care, guys.